And one here to do my reviews for the week. Okay, let's start things off with my DC titles, because there's actually one more Marvel, though, but what the hell. Booster Gold number 33. Alright, so far the summary for this story is that Booster does go back in time, but he decides to go back to his days in the JLI because he wants to prove that Maxwell Lord did exist. So he takes his old uniform and heads back to the JLI. Although while he's there, Martian Manhunter's the only one to tell the difference between him and his past self by reading his mind. But while Booster's there, he experiences problems people had, like Canary whenever he got drunk at interviews and said that and revealed too much information, most of it lies, and how back then Maxwell Lord seemed like a cool guy and his friend. Then Booster looks for some proof to prove that Maxwell Lord exists. Skeets finds a toothbrush that they could use, but Booster realizes that since there's no record of Max's DNA, they wouldn't be able to prove it. Then he notices the TV and decides, alright, the day the JLA got international status, I can use this to prove he existed. But when he gets back, the videotape magically disappears. So that's an extension of Maxwell Lord's powers. Or, well, technically the effect of his powers. Of course, though, this entire issue just seemed like a tie-in to some sort of like tie-in to Generation Lost. I really have nothing to say, except this was just pretty much average for me. I mean, I do want to see Booster try to travel back in time to prove that use his time travel skills to try to prove Maxwell Lord existed. But this is typical average. But above average this week, however, Batman number 700. Alright, the story for this is Batman. It tells the tale of three Batmen that's all connected. It's a time-traveling tale. It's a tale that begins in the past with Bruce Wayne as Batman, Dick Grayson as Robin, in the lab of Professor Nichols, who back in the day was a huge time travel, would usually send Batman and Robin on adventures through time travel. But now, captured by the Joker, Batman is able to defeat and the other slew of villains. He's able to defeat the villains, but unfortunately Nichols' machines are damaged. Back in the present with Dick Grayson's Batman, it's revealed that Nichols is dead. And apparently Dick notices that the body here, that Carter Nichols should be in his 60s, but the man is 80. Something suspicious. But he and Damian then continue on to Park Row, where they deliver a remembrance wreath to the place where Thomas and Martha Wayne were shot. So then Dick and Damian go about kicking their usual ass, and they find the Joker's joke book at a criminal auction, which held all of the Joker's ideas and schemes. And that was briefly seen back in the past with the Bruce Wayne case. And in some alternate future, I guess, Damian Wayne is the Batman. Scary thought, I know. Damian's on a quest to find the criminal who really released a Joker toxin while across the city. He finds the criminal Two-Face 2, and he also finds Carter Nichols there. So then, the Nichols from 15 years ago comes back to the future to help Damian with this case, and Damian is able to save the day. Okay, I hate those double ads. And we also get a nice little illusion here with Batman Beyond, 2 more Batman of the future, and finally Batman 1 million. Batman 700 was an awesome read. Okay, I don't want to get too much into the story because it's good. You have to actually read it to get it. It's a Grant Morrison story, okay? You have to read each chapter closely to understand the full thing. And I have to say that this was pretty sweet. And the art gallery included is just an awesome addition to this. Right? Okay. Sorry, just trying to find a place to put it. Alright, now for Marvel titles. First issue, Avengers Academy. I bought this. I was kind of going in thinking that this could be like the very, very first issues of the X-Men, where it was an original cast of 5, taught by a bald guy in a wheelchair who had telepathy. Now, the team consists of teenagers Vale, Metal, Reptile, Finesse, Striker, and Hazmat. The only person to really get any special attention in this issue is Vale, who gets a little flashback scene with Norman Osborn, and also gets a reading from Dr. Pym where he reveals that Vale's powers and the addition and the torch that Osborn made her go under to practice could lead to her body dispersing into its gas form for good, though, which sucks. And Reptile is excited about being an Avenger and wants to be team leader. Finesse is there to learn, and Striker, well, he's a glory hog. Hazmat wants a cure like Finesse, and so does Metal. So that's a fun little bunch. Plus the faculty's not that bad, as Robbie Raymond returns to the Speedball identity, which would make a lot of old fans happy. But the faculty consists of, let me find a good picture. Ooh, I know what will be a good picture for the faculty. The pre-cover for the next issue. We got Quicksilver, Hank Pym, Tigra, Justice, and Speedball. All these guys have had their share of problems and baggage, and they're looking to teach the next generation to help make sure they do it well. However, though, this issue does explain why the 6 were chosen. It's reason that I just don't want to spoil for people because, well, it seemed to kick off a nice series that I'm really looking forward to reading here. Alright. Invincible Iron Man number 27. Nothing too big happens here. Pepper does request a new repulsor unit from Tony to be put back in her, and she also wants a new rescue suit. In case people can't remember, Rescue was the name Pepper gave to herself when she wore her own suit of armor. So then, also, the only other big reveal is that now Detroit Steel has been revealed to the public. Tony Stark gets wind of this, and he and Rhodey decide to go off to Japan and take care of the problem. Of course, when the U.S. government sees that Japan has hired Detroit Steel, they immediately spark an interest for Hammer Industries. So, Invincible Iron Man 27, not much going on here, but it did sort of spark an interest in the next issue, since now